Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we got a top 5 list for you guys. This is going to be one a few of the other YouTubers have already done. This is going to be my top 5 WWE DVD Pet Peeves. Something that, just really irritates me. Just can't stand it. Let me know your thoughts on these guys. Got a few examples for the pet peeves of mine. Let's get right into this. Drop a comment down below. Let me know some of your DVD pet peeves. And I also have a pet peeve list for wrestling in general. Probably make a video of that maybe next week. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let's get into this with number 5. So number 5, they've only done a few times. And the best example can be seen with the Survivor Series anthologies. It's going to be the sleeves on the discs. I'm not a fan of this. I would prefer the plastic casings for the discs, because I have had problems with a few of the discs getting, scratched up and skipping with these Survivor Series sets. Luckily, the SummerSlam anthology, is still working pretty good, but I'm not a big fan of this for the reasons I've stated. And some of these are unwatchable now because of the sleeves. And, I'll probably have to buy new copies or, get them professionally cleaned. Because once it gets to a certain point in the DVD, it won't even, skip ahead or anything. I have to, just completely stop watching, and that's it. Number 4 is going to be a minor one, but it's going to be DVD extras. So back in the day, we would get cool extras every once in a while. The history of the friendly tap, which has nothing to really do with the show here, but it's a cool montage. It's a cool compilation on a DVD, really random, something really random that has nothing to do with the DVD. Nowadays, we're probably lucky to get the pre-show match, and that's about it. So I do wish they would do a lot more extras with their DVD sets. Let's take a look at SummerSlam 2002. I mean, look at all these extras here. We got Lesnar of Hogan. We got Shawn Michaels, some Bite This, some, different stories, the training sessions, and different post-match interviews. I really like the post-match interviews. They used to do that a lot back in the day with a lot of DVDs. Pretty much all of them had, pre-match and post-match interviews. So that's my number 4. Number 3 is a really important one here. The match listing. Something we don't even see these days. You only get it for the WrestleMania, and recently they have started, putting inserts with their compilation sets. But here are some of the, more recent pay-per-views, and I really can't stand this brief description they give you on the back. It doesn't look organized. It just kind of looks thrown together. It's a brief description of the show. And most times, it only highlights the top 2 or 3 matches. So I'm not a fan of that. I do like complete match listings, and they do not include an insert with the pay-per-views these days. But, back in the day, full, complete match listings. The back is okay, but when you're not even putting an insert with this, I really like the match listings. And, another match listing wise is on the discs. Don't like that at all. You're watching along, you might want to skip ahead to a match and you don't know what's next, especially with, match compilations and things like that. And it's on the disc and you're like, oh, I can't see what's on the match listing because the disc is in the player. So, really don't like that. And then you have, sets like the Best of Nitro where there's, no match listing at all and you got to write it out yourself. Not a fan of that. But we'll get back to this one in a minute. Let's get to number 2, date stamps. I really like knowing when an event happened, where it took place, and little things like that can and could be important. They're back to the more recent DVDs. They only put the year on them. There's no date. There's no location. Some of them, they would put the location. I think like WrestleMania, they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. But, back to this ECW, here we got the date. No location, but the date is fine. If that's the least they could do is just put a date. Most of the pay-per-views nowadays, there's no date, there's no location, even an arena. So back to SummerSlam, right on the cover, Sunday, August 25th, 2002, excellent. And another date stamp thing with the docs and match comps. So here we have the Best of Nitro once again. We got just different screenshots and things like this. No dates, no locations. But, Volume 2, they did include the dates and locations. So we got a shot of Booker T there. It's, August of 1999. And I like that for the fact that, you could, look up the Nitro it was on or whatever and kind of see the full show. Or if you have WWE Network, you could pull that full episode up and watch the full episode. Like, hey, what happened on this Nitro? Things like that. This has been going on with DVDs for a while. Here we have Starrcade. No date stamps as well on that. So it's a minor one, but it does bother me quite a bit. It's something I wish they would include, because I like to know, like, as a wrestling nerd, where and when certain events happened. Just again, take a random DVD. There's some of them are just random pictures and things like that, but other DVDs, they have them, they don't have them. They're not really consistent with it. So that was number 2. Number 1 is going to be spoiler covers. I'm not a fan of spoiler covers. They've been doing this forever. And good, bad, or indifferent, I'm just not a fan of the spoiler covers. You just have so many options in 2016 or 2018, I should say, going on 2019, that you can be more creative with the DVDs than you could be back in, the early days of DVD collecting. Here's Judgment Day 2001. They really didn't do spoiler covers until more recent years, and I don't really understand that. Spoiler covers, I believe, should and could be avoided. So that's my top 5, guys. Let me know some of your pet peeves on wrestling DVDs. If you agree, if you disagree with some of my choices, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Take some time. Hit that subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Peace.